You know, I lived here for 3 decades. I would been here multiple times a day. I used to think that nature was still and quiet, but now living in Dubai near the desert, there's a difference between the desert and nature trail. And I came up here for validation. I was measuring something, how I felt. And it's validation I got this morning for two entrepreneurs, a company I've been working with for 4.5 months and a company I've been working with for 9 months. Everything's changed within the companies in the Seven Forces, and we're going to make more progress next year. That's the easy part. Going into a deeper insights all the time under roadmap, innovation, sales, marketing, financial management, constant improvement and raving fans, that's easy. It's about rapport, trust, honesty, respect and state, and asking the questions at the right times and having all the lanes going at the same time. But that's not the reason why I do what I do. That's not what the Pathway Mastery is about. The Pathway Mastery is about feeling good for no reason at all. And that's the validation I got this morning for the two entrepreneurs. On separate occasions, they said, you told me to go back to the past and go back to day one. You told me to look at now, and you told me to go a year ahead. And the words that was used was, I'm excited. I feel amazing. I feel good for no reason at all. You've changed the pictures and the voices and the movies in my head. I've got a different focus. I've got a different meaning. I've got more knowledge, but I've got more knowledge in who I am. Because that's what I pay attention to. You've got you, your reality. You've got the observer of you, and you've got the future self. There's other ones, but we're not going to make it that complicated. The more that you work with me and the more that I take you to these 5 chairs and the cross behind you, and in the concept of you can see every perception and every angle of who you are, you can then change your world by changing multiple scenarios within your world because you become aware of who you are. And to get that validation this morning, and me getting the validation coming up here, because in 3 days' time, I'll be in Dubai, I'll be in the desert. Sunday night, I'll be on nighttime golf with Ryan, with father and son time. 3 decades I've been here, and I've spent 3 decades and more understanding who I am, because the most important factor in my life is to feel good for no reason at all. Businesses, jobs don't define me. What defines me is my first breath and my last breath. It's about being a fantastic human being, and what you'll reach in your potential will be tenfold, because the more that you can understand who you are, the more you can look at your life from the observer point of view, and the more you can look at the life from the future self point of view and look back at yourself, the more you'll consistently change the program, because you'll become aware of your program. When you don't have these two perceptions and you just stick with you, you're in a loop, you're on the mouse wheel and you're revolving, and your feelings and emotions are out of control. So, I've got my validation, and I'm delighted with the two entrepreneurs telling me that they feel amazing. But the other thing they told me was they have this belief system now of what's going to happen next year and all the years on top of that. So don't look at the Pathway Mastery as a business framework. That part's very easy. The part that's very complicated, but it's simplified by me by paying attention to observer and future self, is discovering who you are, and me making you aware of what I see, hear and feel with the program that you show me. And then through facilitation of information, we take away the things that serve you no purpose, and we put new tools in, which creates a new program, creates a new well-being, and creates a new you. Hope that helps. Have a wonderful Christmas, and make sure you execute 226 to your full potential, feeling good for no reason at all.